What's up, guys? Welcome to 12M Hustle. It's your first time here. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share the video. So, we're going to jump into this week's trades. Let's get into it. So, what we had going on this week is we were looking bullish, and I was looking for bullish because I was looking based off Asia and London and our Friday prior week. As you can tell, we finished Friday. Look at that in that bullish structure. So we finished going up. So I was looking for a continuation. I did not trade the Asia or the London, but I did trade off before the open. I was looking for long. I longed it, and I had my stop basically here at this prior level, which is 20,169. I sold midday around 9 a.m. and I was done with that. That was a pretty clean trade on Monday. Price action was really clean, as you can tell. We're making higher highs, so was not trappy at all. Good stuff for a Monday. Mondays are usually choppy, but it was amazing. So Tuesday, let's talk about my loser. So basically Tuesday I ended up giving back this win here on Monday. So I was looking for a break of structure and I got it here in London, right? So I was thinking we were gonna go back down and continue down, but we didn't. So I went short here above Asia and I should have had my stop here, right? Right above that previous day high, but I didn't. I ended up kept holding and kept holding because I kept seeing these dips right off the open, thinking that we were gonna go back down. I could have covered here for maybe break even, but I didn't. I just said no. I'm gonna hold for a bigger move, hold for the slide down. I ended up stopping out pretty much at the top here. Top ticked myself at 8 a.m. That's pretty much my cutoff time, and I just said, I'm done. I'm gonna take the L, and that's it. So took the L, moved on to the next day. No biggie. I finally got the move. This is the move I'm looking at on Wednesday. I was looking for this move on Tuesday, right? I was looking for the break of structure. You can tell even if I don't really draw trend lines, but you can tell all the way up here breaks the structure and starts doing lower lows, lower highs, right? We break Asia, we break London, and then boom. So I pretty much have a short here right off the open, and my stop is basically up here at 20,536, which is the top of the Asia high. And then I pretty much just let it go. And I'm looking to cover around 8 a.m. and I did. And I basically covered more off my time because we had broken that prior level. We also had hit prior London low, so I felt like it was a good target. So I just took it. I left some money on the table, but it is what it is. It was a great win, made back my loss from the prior day, and I was green on the week. And this was Wednesday. So Thursday comes in. We come in on Thursday. We're doing this sideways action, sideways chop chop. We're messing between 20,161 and 20,000 and 1999.95. So I'm looking for a long dip by here. I see the tape. I see the dome. I see it going really fast right off the open, and I go long here. And my risk is really tight, right? So I entered at 19,958, and my stop was literally 19,938. So pretty tight as it can get. It was either going to go or it wasn't. And I just let it roll, let it roll. I was looking to sell into this area, London high, Asia high, let it go a little more. I saw that it pulled back once it had broke this structure here on a 15-minute. I sold it and I was done. That was it. Bada boom. That was another W right there. Great play. Price action was good. Friday was probably my biggest miss of the week. I made probably 10% of what I could have made. I left around 90% of profit on the table, but it is what it is. This is trading. It's all about execution. You win some, you lose some. So overall, I was green, but let me go into it for you guys. So on Friday, we were going back down. I was expecting this whole move, but I only caught the piece of it. Asia, I went short and I had my stop right over here, which was previous London low. So I entered around 19,998. My stop was around 2032, 2050. So pretty tight stop, but I had some pretty good size on it. And then once we dipped and we had flush prior day low, I let it flush some more. I covered here around 1 o'clock and I just went to bed and I didn't wake up the next morning to trade this. I should have missed out on it. And I just missed out on literally from 1921 all the way down to I think we flushed. Yeah, we flushed all the way down to 19,357. So almost 400 points on the NQ, which left a lot of money on the table, but it is what it is. You win some, lose some. Overall, I had that red day here, and then I had the green, green, green. So I was just focused on getting some green. I'm green on the week, green on the portfolio, and that is all that matters. So it is a win-win. So that is what happened during this week. Overall, I'm going to work on A, holding my winners a little longer, B, Also taking profits on bigger sizes. And C, I'm also going to work on waiting for news to hit and to trade after the news hits. So that's a big thing. Let's go into what we have on news, guys. So basically, what we got going on for our April is Monday. Looks like we don't have squat for at least for 3 stars. I have 3 bars. On Tuesday, we got some news. We got ISM, PMI. We got the jobs. This is at 7 a.m. PST time, Pacific time. That's what I trade. I'm on the West Coast. And we have Thursday, April 3rd, 7 a.m. PMI. We have Friday, April 4th. Get it? April Fools. And then we have non-farm payrolls. That's a big day, right? We have unemployment rate. We have Fed Chair Powell speech, and you all know what he does. He's the Mac of the market, basically. So we got him 5:30, then we have 8:25. So big day on Friday. So what I'm looking for going into this next week is I am looking into a recovery. So this is what I'll show you guys. See this huge sell-off we had on Friday. I am looking for kind of a reclaim back up to. So what I'm going to be trading is long. I want to see kind of us go into here, into these levels, right? I'll look to long into these levels, and then I'll look to short once we break out of these levels back down. So that's my move. I'm looking to long basically on Monday to see if we get it, and then go up. So I want to see up, up, down is what I'm looking for. I'm not really a trend long guy, but that is the move that I want. So hopefully that's the move that we get. Don't know if we'll get it, but that is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty simple. Just wanted to get into it. Not too much fluff. I was up about like almost 900 bucks this week, so not a bad week, but kept it small. So I'll keep it small. We have some nasty pullbacks on this market right now, so all about trading with the micros for sure. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. Just got into it. That's my trading process. That's my week. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll drop another video next week. And that's it. If you guys want to see anything else, anything you guys want to request, I can make the video for you guys. Let me know. Have a great weekend. Take care. And make sure you guys like, subscribe the vids. Peace.